Now we've got another debut coming right up, two off the block. Let's give it up for Sean Hill, everybody!
Thank you. God, this is heavy. Hello, my name's Sean Hill. I'm 28, of Pakeha descent. I'm actually a little bit Māori as well. A lot of people don't know that. Just a little bit, enough that I was eligible for a scholarship at a younger age, but not enough that I can comfortably rock a tamoko, so that's the line that I've found for myself. I grew up with three brothers, so didn't have a lot of women around growing up. Not in like I spend my nights on Reddit criticizing the Barbie film kind of way, but more in like I didn't know what to expect when I started dating a woman kind of way, which I've since started doing, which is exciting. I know, how biblical of me. Boring! Fuck a dude! I have. Wasn't for me personally. But yeah, I didn't realise how many differences there are between us, and not in the classic comedic cliche of women are cats, men are dogs, because it's not true, is it? Women are more like guinea pigs, probably, in the sense that they're kind of, cute and cuddly and fucking love carrot sticks, different hairstyles, and guys are more like, guys like guinea pigs as well, I guess, because they can grow up to like 12 inches, but most of them are like 5.5. It's a dick joke. But the main difference I've found is she gets way colder than me. Like, we went to the movies the other day, and she was wearing like a thermal and a t-shirt, and then a hoodie, and a puffer jacket. She looked like she was about to fucking carve it up down Happy Valley. And we were just going to see Oppenheimer. And the only way I figured you could rationalize wearing that many layers is if you genuinely thought you might fall in the frozen Coke machine. Otherwise it was, I can't understand it. And then it meant that after the movie, when we went home and were trying to have sex, it was like a real intense adult game of pass the parcel. Like, get the layers off. And there were no lollipops either. One Malteser, which felt like that was an accident as well. I've just learned that in New Zealand, we're one of the few countries where it's not illegal to marry your cousin, which is not enough people talk about that. That's crazy. How is it that for hundreds of years, gay marriage has been illegal, and this whole time I can fuck my cousin? Unless, of course, my cousin was a dude, in which case that's only been the last 10 years since I've been able to do that. Although I wouldn't. He's married and he's got kids and stuff. He recently had a kid, which I think is like very wholesome. He was nervous about it, having a child in 2023, in this era of AI and iPad parenting and all of that. And I was like, bro, you'll be sweet, man. I mean, the children's entertainment that we grew up on wasn't much better. Old MacDonald had a farm. The red flag for that one's in the name. Had a farm. The fuck happened to Old MacDonald's farm? Like, Old MacDonald had a farm until his 2-year fixed interest prices went EI up. Now Old MacDonald is in a share house on Dominion Road with 3 students. And EI fucking hates his life. Or like Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, said Mummy Bear. Someone's been sleeping in my bed, said Daddy Bear. Hold up, when did Mummy Bear and Daddy Bear have separate beds, man? Maybe they should stop eating so much porridge and start communicating. Because that's an issue. I've got a healthy fear of staff-operated checkouts at the supermarket. I feel like self-service have given it to us too easy, No one's judging us for our niche selection of items. We can kind of do what we want. But then sometimes it's an inevitability, like you try and sneak your 14 items through the 12 or less, and you get busted. You get not tonight brothered by the chick who's there just to basically make sure you don't put a focaccia loaf through as a royal gala. And then you have to go over to the actual staff-operated checkout, and it's not their fault, they're just too good at their job. I blame the pandemic. On the news they were saying they're heroes, they started to believe it. So they started like practicing. They're like, it's our time to shine, man. And so you go to the staff operated checkout and you've got the Michael Phelps of fucking checkout operators just whipping your stuff through. And there's no way you can bag it as fast as they can scan it. So you're left in this awkward situation, where you've got to like, half your groceries are bagged and they've scanned it all. And then they're like, do you want to pay? And you're like, yeah, I'll pay. And they're like, EFTPOS or cash? You're like, EFTPOS. And then there's a big line and you get nervous and you drop your card and you're like, oh. And you can't pick it up because have you ever tried to pick up a credit card from a smooth supermarket floor surface? It's fucking impossible and you're like trying to get it. And if you do manage to get it first time, you should just go straight to the lotto desk and buy a big Wednesday because you're definitely winning, you're that lucky. And you eventually get it, and then you pay, but then as I said, half your groceries are still there. And she just starts scanning the next dude through and you're like still trying to bag them. And to me, that's the moral equivalent of when you're finished with a one-night stand and they just roll over and jump back on Hinge while you're cleaning yourself up. You're like, dude, let me get my shit together and get out of here before you start moving on with the next one. Hey, thanks so much. My name's Sean Hill. Really appreciate it.
Sean Hill, everybody. Have a clap. Yeah. Now we've got another one. Third classic debut in a row, everybody. Bring it on. William Sun.